Hi there, Pisces. Welcome to your November 2022 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here. Late, but still great. Oh, some nice cards. Very nice cards. Maybe since Jupiter went back into Pisces, your sign, so that could certainly make things. Oh yeah, and no, the Wheel of Fortune is connected to Jupiter, so that's where I'm going with that. I'm going to pick an additional card just because of that. Okay. Alrighty then. In the past position, we have the World card. This indicates the ending of a chapter of your life. And back in September, you had a full moon in your own sign. But even the one before that, that would have been Aquarius in your 12th house, that could have really been the beginning of some of what has happened. And now, because you have Saturn in that 12th house, and now Saturn is direct, so it might be time for new cycles to be born. And like I said, Jupiter has gone back into your sign. So the world, it can also be about travel. Both of the Wheel of Fortune and the World card in their own ways can be travel cards. And the other thing too about the World, it could be graduating from college or graduating from a training course and feeling that sense of like, okay, now I'm in the quote unquote real world. Now I got to put these skills into action. Or getting a divorce, breaking up with someone. The heart of the matter is the Knight of Cups. This is a card of an offer of love. A person like a Pisces individual who may be very romantic, but because it's a knight, they still might have a little bit of that instability that is not. See, I also have the King of Cups. So that might be facets within yourself. What area of yourself has changed and you feel more mature, but you still have work to do. But this can be the artist, the romantic, the poet type of vibe. And maybe with love, romancing somebody, especially if you have gotten out of a relationship that maybe didn't have any of that romance, and this feels very good for you because you're a water sign, so that's right up your alley. The higher message is the Wheel of Fortune, meaning that you see that person falling off of the wheel and the other people are toasting on top of the wheel. There are different cycles in our life. I think Pisces people feel like they're always falling off the wheel. And you have to realize when you are on top of the wheel. I think Pisces people, when you are on top of the wheel, you might be afraid of when you're going to fall off of it. And that's part of that fear-based consciousness that you have to avoid, because obviously if you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, aren't you kind of creating that outcome for yourself on a deeper level? And kind of rejecting this idea that you can have what you want in life. Can we always have what we want in life? Well, I don't believe that. I certainly don't believe that we can have whatever we want in life, but I do believe that we can certainly have some of the things that we're looking for, and we can feel that sense of that we do have choices in every day of our lives. We're constantly making choices. So making the best one based on the best thoughts obviously is a no-brainer. The higher message is the Wheel of Fortune. And it really, like I said, it really is about, um, oh, God, that is weird. I think and I didn't pause this reading. I thought I was just talking about it. But anyway, I'm reading this as a spiritual message to you to accept the good that comes your way. I know that sounds like a no-brainer, but it is true that it's hard sometimes for people to accept it, especially if they come from a background of trauma. They may feel like pain is something that is more familiar than someone being nice to them, which is sad. And that can lead to distorted ideas, distorted expectations, and all around not accepting the fact that you are deserving of good. And also that there are cycles in life. And sometimes we do go through a season that is challenging. And we should rejoice when that season is over with. And that's how I see with the World card. And not be like, okay, what else is coming at me? What crosses you is the Ace of Swords. And I think this is what always crosses Pisces, is being able to see things as they truly are. This can be somebody who is not really seeing the truth of their situation, and therefore they are perhaps in denial over something. And if you have not left a relationship that you're unhappy in, I mean, that could certainly be that the World card is telling you that this is over with now. Even if you raised a family together, it might have been that the purpose of that relationship was to have those children, but not necessarily that the two of you are meant to be together until death do you part. So some people really hold on to those beliefs that they have to stay married to a person regardless. And that's for you to sort out. But the Knight of Cups can be that you have a lot of love to give, and you have to be willing to see the truth of the situation represented by the Ace of Swords. What's coming in is the Temperance card. This is that angel that is both grounded, 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water, and immersed in the spiritual, which means that, just like I was talking about this card, you can have like amazing psychic experiences, and I do believe that Pisces is the most spiritual or psychic sign. But if you are not grounded, it's not going to be worth a hill of beans, because you're going to be very spaced out. You're not going to be able to take care of yourself on the physical level adequately. And you have to also be aware of protecting your energy so that you have boundaries, energetic boundaries. And so it's important, because we do live in the world and we have obligations in the world, to be able to manage both of these sides of life. And this is about you embracing that in order to manifest the things that you're trying to manifest. The outcome is exactly what I was just talking about, boundaries, 9 of Wands. And this means the people around you. If you come out of a relationship, or you're about to come out of a relationship where you had your boundaries trampled on, then once you put up boundaries, you may find that even people that dearly love you and generally respect you, that they kind of protest, because they're used to being able to get what they want from you, and they can't do that now. And you have to lovingly explain to people that you're changing your ways so that you can best care for your own needs. And that's all you really have to say. You don't have to convince anybody of anything. Some people will respect that and some people won't, and then you'll know who you're dealing with. I picked a clarification card and I got the King of Cups. This can be a counselor actually, so if you're in an important transition in your life and you are choosing to get help for that, if you're feeling overwhelmed and you get like a classic counselor or therapist, this might represent this individual, but it could also be somebody in the clergy that you utilize for the same purposes. It can be an aspect of yourself that has grown up, that has kind of learned certain, I would say, I was going to say spiritual lessons, but what I really mean are emotional lessons, even though they might be similar. And basically, it's that you deserve to be respected and have your own time for yourself. When, a Pisces is an empath, and it could be that you have a tendency to spread yourself too thin, give of yourself, and then you're drained. So you have the right to your own time, to do things that make you feel nourished, and you don't have to explain those to anyone. This may be somebody that you attract into your reality because you have made space for this person. This would be an older male. Well, he doesn't have to be chronologically older, but definitely more mature. And he may be romantic, but unlike the Knight of Cups, he is more stable. Sometimes this is because he's older and he's, he has his life together more. But anyway, this person doesn't play games. And, what you see is what you get. And they're very nurturing towards you. So however this shakes out for you, I hope that you enjoyed this, Pisces. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. I'm promoting my double readings, which are financially beneficial. I don't know how to say that. That sounds so weird. They're a good deal because I sell these readings separately, and sometimes people do get them. Like some people will just get a natal chart interpretation or the transits, and then they like it, and then they want to get the other thing. Well, then they have to pay the full price. Sometimes I, just slip them a coupon here and there, but this is definitely a good value for both of these readings. It's called the Deep Dive Reading. You can find out more information about this or my standalone readings at the link below. Take care. Bye.